Hard-working father working late at night. Late at night, while the world sleeps, a father works tirelessly, carving wood, his hands rough, his heart heavier than ever. He sacrifices his sleep, his hunger, and his dreams, just to build a future for his son. But does his son see his struggle? Father counting coins at a small wooden table. David, a middle-aged man, spends his nights in his small workshop. His hands move with precision, but his mind is clouded with worry. Bills pile up. His body aches, but he refuses to stop. Every stroke of his chisel is a silent prayer for his son's future. Conflict with son. Teenage Jake arguing with his father. Jake, his teenage son, doesn't see the sacrifice. He sees only rules, discipline, and a father who is never around. One night, frustration boils over. "You never have time for me. You only care about work," Jake shouts, slamming the door as he storms out. David watches in silence, his heart breaking. But he says nothing. Alone in the dimly lit workshop, David picks up an old photo of Jake as a child. A memory floods his mind, buying Jake his first pair of shoes despite barely having enough money for food. A small smile forms, but his body suddenly weakens. He clutches his chest and collapses. Scene 4. The hospital. Hospital room, with Jake standing beside his unconscious father. Jake rushes to the hospital, his heart pounding. His father lies unconscious, his face pale. A doctor walks in, his voice serious. "Your father has been overworking himself for years. His body couldn't take it anymore." Jake's world shatters. Guilt grips him. He never understood. Until now. Scene 5. A new realization. Jake sitting alone in the hospital waiting area. Days pass. Sitting alone, Jake stares at his father's empty workshop. He runs his fingers over the unfinished work, the rough wood smooth from years of care. Tears well up. He finally understands. Every sleepless night, every missed meal, every sacrifice. It was all for him. Scene 6. Carrying the legacy. Grown-up Jake working in his father's workshop. Years later, Jake, now a young man, stands in the same workshop. The tools his father once held now rest in his hands. He continues the work his father started, not out of obligation, but out of love. He looks up at the sky, the sun shining on his face. He whispers, "Thank you, Dad. I see it now." Pictures getting closing. Powerful message. Image 8. Jake standing outside looking at the sky with determination. Sometimes we realize too late the love behind sacrifice. Take a moment today. Look at those who work tirelessly for you. Acknowledge their efforts, because one day you might not get the chance to say, "I see you. I appreciate you. Thank you." Like, subscribe, and turn on notifications to never miss more life-changing content. See you